I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Desire Decorum, Book 3, Chapter 3, A Mother's Touch. The following morning of the dinner party. Hope you're all having a great Sunday. You and Briar stroll through the Edgewater grounds discussing the prior evening. I cannot believe Viscount Harry accused you of such things. How have I poisoned everyone with my lies? I have been nothing but truthful. Perhaps you think you stole the Edgewater jewels. Or perhaps he blames me for stealing Mr. Morcaster's inheritances. It would easily explain why he wants Edgewater and why he has returned. I can't blame Viscount Harry for thinking such things, though. He's known Mr. Morcaster longer than either of us. He must think you bamboozled the Earl to gain the estate's fortune. What are the chances Countess Henrietta is to blame for this misunderstanding? Seeing as she seems to always undermine you at every chance, rather high. Mark my words, I'll prove my innocence. I just need to speak with Viscount Harry again. As the two of you continue your walk, Briar sighs heavily and kicks a rock across the dirt path. I'm sure you'll get the chance. Is everything all right? That was quite the sigh. Oh, nothing is wrong. I'm fine. Briar, you're my best friend. I can see through your facade. It's nothing, just... Ever since we left for Bath, I've grown rather distant from Mr. Morcaster and Mr. Woods. Oh, I don't care. Truly, how do you mean? I thought things were going so well. They were, but the distance forced me to realize that I don't think either of them are my future husband. After 2 books. Why didn't you tell me sooner? You had everything with Mr. Richards going on, and then I couldn't ruin your happiness with Mr. Sinclair. But when I told Mr. Woods and Mr. Morcaster my realization, everything fell apart. Mr. Morcaster becomes so sad and hardly meets my eyes, and Mr. Woods keeps me at arm's length. Oh, Briar. I'm confident in just being me, but I fear I will lose their friendship. You should tell them how you feel. If you want things to change, then you must express your feelings. They will only continue to act standoffish towards you until you speak up. You have a point. I shall try to keep your advice in mind. Just then you notice a small wagon pull up to the front of the house. Squint your eyes to see the latest arrival. Who is that? I don't think we were expecting visitors. There's only one way to find out. Run in the door and wait till they knock. Briar hikes up her skirts and sprints towards the mansion. Wait for me. Briar suddenly comes to a halt, causing you to almost collide with her back. Oh, it can't be. You peer around Briar to get a glance at the new arrival. Her mother, I believe? Miss Dally, I have never been so happy to see you. You hurry over and embrace Miss Dally. She'll hold you tight against her. Welcome to Edgewater, Miss Dally. So much has occurred since we departed from Grovershire. So I've been told. I hear you're engaged to be married to one Mr. Sinclair. That is not all. My half-brother Viscount Harry has returned from the dead as well. Oh, no. Much has happened indeed. Miss Dally turns her attention to Briar, whose mouth remains agape. Mama, you're here at Edgewater? Close your mouth, Briar. It's not polite to stand and gawk, especially at your own mother. Are you not going to greet the woman who raised you? Briar, still bewildered, embraces her mother and gives her a quick kiss on the cheek. I'm simply confused. I didn't expect you here. Are you that sad to see me? But I wrote you the other day. You weren't sure when you could visit Edgewater. I changed my mind when I heard the news about the wedding. I think that what Briar means is that we wish to understand why you're here. Well, since you're getting married, Bella, and I don't know when Briar will, I'm here to help plan your wedding and make sure it's the most extravagant event possible. Miss Dally, that is quite thoughtful. My grandmother and I would be honored to have your help plan my wedding. It would be like having a piece of home with us. Now that that's settled, are you not going to give me the grand tour? I need to see what I'm working with. Follow me. You lead Miss Daly around the Edgewater estate and eventually arrive at the gardens. As you can see, we pride ourselves on our roses. The gardener, Mr. Radcliffe, works hard to keep them in top form. Perhaps you and Mr. Sinclair can have your official portraits out here. I could see the two of you posing in your wedding attire, overlooking the lake. Pardon me, but are you discussing wedding plans? No, get out. I'm gonna shove you in the little thing, water thing. Leave me alone. Dowager Countess rises from the bench near the water's edge and strolls over to you. Lady Grandmother, allow me to present Miss Daly, Miss Daly's mother. So I gathered. Miss Daly curtsies low to the Dowager Countess, who gives a dignified nod and responds. My lady, I am delighted and humbled to meet you. I've come all the way from Gloucestershire to help plan Countess Bella's wedding. Most excellent. I could use another set of hands to finish the wedding invitations. I helped my lady grandmother design them. We came up with the phrase, love conquers all obstacles, to describe the affair. Help? You mean you did it all? Oh, perfect. I can't wait to see them with my own eyes. If you were still in Gloucestershire, you would have received your invitation first. Have you seen our ballroom yet? I was thinking the happy couple could receive guests there after the ceremony. I already have several ideas on how to decorate. We shall discuss in detail later. I sense a powerful alliance forming here. So you've that up too? Should have never let you two meet. I suppose the more the merrier. With your powers combined, I know my wedding will be beautiful. Oh, we will have failed if it's only beautiful. Agreed. Everyone shall be speaking of the event for years to come once we are through. While this meeting has been most intriguing, we should press on if you want to see the rest of the estate, Mama. Show our new guest the upstairs parlor for her own use. No one would disturb her there. You lead Miss Daly into the house, where you discover Mr. Sinclair engaged in a deep conversation with Mr. Morrowcaster. Yes, Prince Charlotte's nuptials were all they could speak of when I was in town last. We can only hope the union will bring joy to the country. I read in the newspaper their ceremony. Countess Bella! Mr. Sinclair's eyes light up when he sees you enter the house. His expression turns to surprise when, upon noticing Mrs. Daly beside you. And Miss Daly? She came to visit to help wedding preparations. I hear you're the fortunate man marrying Countess Bella, Mr. Sinclair. Indeed I am. It has been a while since our last encounter, Miss Daly. Even then, I know the two of you would end up together. Allow me once more to present you to Mr. Sinclair. A man I'm marrying for his money. Is that supposed to be a joke, Pixelberry? I cannot imagine my life otherwise. I've given my heart and soul away. Well, if that's the case, I'm glad you found someone so well-suited for you. Mr. Sinclair, Countess Bella is like a daughter to me. Treat her well. Let me know if you were an idiot and selected, for his money. Let me know what the reaction is. Or else. Yes, of course, madame. Now, we should let them back to the day. We have much to discuss about the wedding, including your dress. Prior leads you and Miss Daly to the parlor the Dowager Countess mentioned before. Your eyes sweep over the scarce-used room. At the fire. Since it's scarcely used. Yes, this will do nicely. You mentioned a dress earlier, did you? Just then, Miss Daly pulls an extravagantly detailed dress from her bags. You run your fingers over the intricate lace, beading, and jewels. Mama, this is perfect. It's so beautiful, and I can't believe you made it. All of Gloucestershire came together to help. Miss O'Malley offered fabric from the tailor shop. Some of the beading is from my wedding dress. I also used some of the lace from your mother's dress, and Sally wipes a tear from her eye. Your mother would be so proud of you right now. I know she wouldn't be there in person, but I thought this would bring her spirit to the occasion. Briar sniffs in the corner. You embrace Miss Dally tightly. Thank you, Miss Dally. I'm honored you thought of it. You deserve to feel like the most beautiful bride. You truly outdone yourself this time, Mama. It still has some final touches and alterations to go through. I didn't want to finish it without Bella's dressing. But if you like, I can get the remaining materials and finish it soon. Otherwise, I have something else, but it's not the same. This is the only piece of your wedding ensemble. Just imagine this with a veil, some lovely jewels, the perfect style for your hair. And before Pixelberry says this is your imagination and this is your diamond choice. Mr. Sinclair will be quite speechless when you walk down the aisle. Throughout the Desire Decorum Book 3, you have the opportunity to collect outfit pieces to enhance your wedding ensemble. Ugh. Impress Mr. Sinclair and your guests while What's the other one? Ah, Bluebell, okay. An unforgettable look with an unforgettable day. With Miss Dally's assistance, you slip into the white beaded dress, you look at yourself in the mirror and smile. This is breathtaking. I'm glad you're pleased. I was worried you might not be. With such a story behind the dress, how could I not adore it? It'll be as if everyone from Covershire is walking down the aisle with me. I don't think you've looked more beautiful than you do now, Bella. Stare at your reflection for a long while and wipe away a tear. Miss Dally rubs your shoulders soothingly. Just wait until you see my other plans for your ensemble. Yes, I can see it now. Just wear Miss Dally's custom dress. As the afternoon trails on, Briar falls asleep on the settee while Miss Dally worked hard on tailoring your wedding dress. Oh, Fiddlesticks, that was my last of my pins. We'll have to stop until I acquire more supplies. I'm sure Moorefield would have what you need. It's not far. Shall we invite Mr. Sinclair and our friends to walk with us? I'm sure they'd love the trip. Thought you were asleep. I wouldn't mind getting to know your friends a little better. It's settled then. Briar and Miss Dally help you out of the wedding dress before heading to Moorefield with your friends. Not long after, you and Mr. Sinclair and your friends wait for Miss Dally just outside the tailor shop. You sit on a bench next to Mr. Sinclair and Sir Luke and watch Briar tossing berries for Miss Parsons and Prince Hamid to catch in their mouths. Wow, what a life. Good catch, Your Highness. I thought you'd miss that one for certain. Another Miss Dally. I can't let the likes of Prince Hamid beat me. Alas, he has caught more berries than you. I believe that is the definition of a victory. If you think it's so easy, sir, why don't you attempt it? Let me guess. Mr. Sinclair is too proud to stoop to such childish games. It's a bit silly, I'm not too proud. In fact, You hear that music? Thank you, Sir Luke. You follow Sir Luke's gaze and notice passerbyers, decorated in flower crowns, bright clothing, running towards the town square. It's the Legend of Zelda music! I wonder what's going on. You hop off the bench and sprint across around the corner to investigate. In the middle of the town square, you discover a large brazier before your eyes. You stand at the edge of a group of people dancing. As you look on, Mr. Sinclair catches up to you. Countess Bella, would you do me the honor of a dance? The great Mr. Sinclair asking me to dance? I'm simply shocked. I simply thought my fiancée might enjoy it. If you don't wish to dance, then... Oh, we're dancing. You cannot escape. You take Mr. Sinclair's arm and lead him into the dancing crowd. As the dance starts, you and Mr. Sinclair bow to each other and spin in a circle with the group around you. You're quite light on your feet, sir. I'm surprised it has taken you this long to figure that out. Perhaps I wish to compliment you whenever possible, although you provide me ample opportunity to do so. I pale in comparison to you, your talents, your beauty, your everything. As the dance continues, you watch the couples nearby change partners from you. Briar reaches out to you from across the circle. grab Briar's. With ease, you take Briar's hand and then change positions in the circle with her. You certainly came a long way since Edgewater Garden Party, Bella. I've had a few months to practice. Soon the music fades and the dance comes to an end. As you and Mr. Sinclair bow to each other one final time, you hear thunderous applause nearby. Huzzah! Excellent dancing! Did you find all your supplies, Miss Dally? Yes, everything I needed and more. Shall we return to Edgewater, then? And keep you all from the bazaar? Nonsense. I may be too old for all of this, but you must stay. If not for the fun, then for me. The meat pies over there do look quite enticing. Meat pie. Didn't I see them on Game of Thrones and they didn't look that appetizing? I wager I could eat more than anyone else. What a bold claim, Your Highness. I wonder how difficult it'd be to knock over that tower of vases. There must be a catch. It can't be that easy to throw a ball at them. If you give it to me, I think I could best it. Does this mean we can stay? It'll be even better than the Grovershire Festival. I wonder if they... As Briar excitedly imagines the possibilities, Mr. Sinclair leans over and whispers in your ear. You know, Bella, if we stay, I'm sure we could steal a moment away. Or, if we leave, we could really steal a moment. You look at Mr. Sinclair, then glance around the various activities at the Moorefield Bazaar. Wonk. Attend the bazaar with Sinclair and your friends. Wonk. Are you positive you'll be fine returning to Edgewater by yourself? I wouldn't have it any other way. Just promise me you'll tell me about everything when you return. You have my word, Miss Dally. Miss Dally beams at you and then begins down the path to Edgewater, whistling to herself. Hey-po, dee-doo, dee-dee-dee-dee. Your eyes sweep across the bazaar. Various shopkeepers yell at you, trying to beckon you to their stalls. Step this way, try my meat pies. Whoever can eat the most in 2 minutes will walk away with a prize. Oh, no, come over here. I challenge you to knock these vases off a crate and win a better prize. Where would you prefer to go first, Countess Bella? We'll follow your lead. Meat pie. You and the rest of the group approach the meat pie stall. The shopkeeper claps in giddiness upon your arrival. Welcome, welcome. Do you all wish to participate in my competition? You're very pretty. Well, that's why we're here. I think I will just cheer you on instead. Count me in. I do enjoy a good meat pie. As do I. You may have bested me in berries earlier, Prince Mead, but I shall reign victorious over the meat pies. Ah, we shall see. Today is my day, after all. What say you, Mr. Sinclair? Will you join us? Mr. Sinclair takes a step towards you and stares you down. Naturally. Are you staring me down? I'm not afraid of a little competition. Well, then let's see you prove yourself, sir. Everyone except Briar takes a seat at the large table laden with a tray after tray of meat pies. Once again, you have 2 minutes to eat as many meat pies as possible. Whoever does will win a prize. On your mark, get set, go! 8. You dig into the first meat pie and eat it as quickly as possible. This is delicious. Less talking, more eating. Feast on. You feast upon meat pie after meat pie. Soon you lose count of how many you've devoured. I will eat my way to victory. Not if I do first. Give up, devour, desist, devour. As the clock runs down, you keep eating the meat pies in front of you, spare a glance around the table, and see Sir Luke and Prince Mead slowing down. I don't think I can eat another. I'm quite full. I thought I would best Miss Parsons this time around. Just then Miss Parsons sits back and pushes her meat pie away. Even I can't finish this one. You and Mr. Sinclair are the only ones left. The two of you match each other in pace, bite by bite. 3, 2, 1, stop eating! Phew, that was a lot of food. I never knew you could eat so much. Shopkeeper thoughtfully looks over both of your completed pies. And the winner is, by 1 pie, Countess Bella of Edgewater. You bested your friends in a pie-eating competition. Yay, you're fat now. as I won. As promised, here's your prize, my lady. Ah, a compass. Well, this was worth every bite, but I don't think I can look another meat pie for at least a month. And yet, I'm craving one. I might return later. Here, why don't you finish this one? Knock over the vases. You know, gotta burn off those calories. Walk out a large crate with several vases stacked on top in a mirror pyramid. The shopkeeper tosses a ball in his hand and grins at you. Care to see if fortune favors you, my lady? What do I need to do to earn this prize you mentioned? If you can take this ball and knock over every vase off the crate, you'll earn something special. That's it. Seems simple enough. Ah! Keep thinking that. I've actually seen this game played. I'm not sure. You have to aim the ball in just the right spot to knock them all off. I have the utmost faith that Countess Bella can do it. It'll be difficult. She only has one chance. Come now, Sir Luke. Happy thoughts only. The shopkeeper hands you the ball. You set the vases in your sides. Good luck. If you aim low enough, surely you'll hit them all. Thank you, but I will surely win now. How could I not when I have good fortune with me? Of course, well, my well wishes are certainly instrumental to any success. Smile and roll your eyes, and then return your gaze to the crate. Get a deep breath. You pull back your arm and throw. At the center of the vases, at the top, at the bottom vase. The ball hits the vase, keeping the stack up at the bottom corner. Knocks it all cleanly off the crate, followed by the other vases. You did it? You knocked over the vases with a single throw. Yes, I win. Now, I think you mentioned a prize earlier. I suppose I did. Here you go, as promised. Hey, golden locket. I have a lot of gold today. It's lovely. Perfect for a beautiful lady such as yourself. And with one look back at the stall, you turn your attention back to the rest of the bazaar. Later that afternoon, as the sun begins to fade, imagine if Pixelberry didn't give us hints on every single minigame in this game. Imagine if they just seen if your intuition was there or not. Common sense, you know, things like that. You and Mr. Sinclair trail immediately behind the rest of your group as you walk back to Edgewater, or they just make it random. I never thought a Moorefield bazaar could be so entertaining. It's just missing one thing, a race back to the estate. Suddenly, Briar hikes up her skirts and takes off running down the trail. She didn't eat any meat pies, I'm full. You're not winning this so easily. One after the other, the rest of your friends follow Briar down the trail, leaving you and Mr. Sinclair behind. Are you not going to chase after them as well, Ernest? And lose my chance to dawdle with you, perish the thought. You glance up at the rest of the group, now disappeared off the distance. You flash a coy smile at Mr. Sinclair. It seems as if you have me all to yourself. Whatever shall I do with this newfound privacy? I can think of a few things. Pray do tell, for I am all ears. If it were up to me, I would wish you to kiss me. If that's all, I suppose I must oblige. Suddenly, Mr. Sinclair pushes you to a nearby tree and kisses you passionately. Oh. Oh. Mr. Sinclair bites down on your lower lip, and you moan into his mouth. Ernest. You run a trail of fiery kisses across his jawline, and nibble at his ear. Bella. His hands frantically wander up and down your body. You squirm in delight with every flick of his tongue. Your lips meet once more, and you kiss him over and over until your breath is heavy and ragged. That was precisely what I had in mind. I always aim to please. And you certainly hit your target. We should return to Edgewater soon, before the rest of the party wonders what happened to us. Dusk has fallen by the time you and Mr. Sinclair reach the estate. You go to open the front door, but Mr. Sinclair takes your hand, stopping you. Wait, just for a moment. I want to steal every second I can with you before the hounds descend upon us. You do realize those hounds are part of my family, yes? Yes, but I'm marrying you. For you. Mr. Sinclair brushes a loose curl out of your face, then drops a kiss to your forehead. You close your eyes at his touch. I love you, Ernest, with all my heart. I could proclaim it to the whole world. Mr. Sinclair cups your cheeks and stares into your eyes. I love you. There. I just told my entire world. After a few peaceful moments in his arms, you finally break apart and head inside together. And that, folks, is what true love is. No one else should matter when you're with someone. No one. Inside, Mr. Woods hands Sir Luke a letter. He immediately tears it open, his eyes widen. Tell me what's happened. Good news, I hope? It's about my lands. We request your presence on Saturday, the 29th of June, to inspect your new holdings and see that the plans are to your tastes. This is fantastic. I've hired a planner, but I've yet to see the lands myself. You simply must tell me all about your lands when you return. Why don't you accompany me instead? You're more acquainted with owning land than I am. Quite honestly, I could use your advice. Nothing would give me more joy than come with you. With my help, we'll create a lavish estate to rival even Edgewater. I don't know that anything could possibly match this place, but I'd be honored you believe so. Mark my words, our estate shall be rivals in splendor by the time yours is complete. Following Saturday at Sir Luke's nearby lands. Wow, that's yellow. You step out of the carriage and take in your surroundings as Sir Luke dismounts his horse. It's empty except for the rope outline of a building on the ground and the wooden frame of a barn in the distance. You set Pugsley down, letting him run through the meadow, just barely visible above the flowers. Don't stray too far, Pugsley. Look at it all. I can't believe it belongs to me. I find it full of potential. I can imagine already what this will look like when it's complete. A large estate over there, the barn in the distance, gardens that stretch to the horizons. It'll all be entirely grand. How did I get fortunate enough to own all this? You were one of the greatest men I have ever met. You deserve every happiness and honor bestowed upon you. Sir Luke guides you through the rope outline, still smiling from ear to ear. Over here will be the foyer, and the kitchen's over there, a bedroom in this corner. I'm not entirely sure about this one spot. You stand in the middle of a roped-off room, just off to the side of the future main parlor, and think of the possibilities. Your throne room, your music library, your crafting workshop. As I believe he was into crafting. I know you. You'll need somewhere to work with your hands and craft all those projects you've dreamed about. Yes, tables, chairs, wardrobes. I can see it now. I suppose there is only one thing left to accomplish for any estate to be great. Your lands need a name. Aye, but I don't know what... Perhaps... Suddenly a quiet squeak interrupts Sir Luke. Your eyes dart across the field. And you see a small fawn trapped in a thorn bush nearby. Oh, I ran into one of these this morning at 6 a.m. when I was riding my bike. And I had its mother, and it was adorable, and I spoke to it for like 2 minutes. And it was just eating and looking up at me. I was about 12 feet away. She thrashes against the bush, but is unable to escape. You and Sir Luke rush over to get a better look. I didn't see her mother around. We should help her. Poor girl, all alone out here. Pugsley nudges the back of your leg, attempting to push you forward. She'll need to be taken care of. Not just the scrapes, but she needs a home. And without my place, I can't do that. Who knows what would happen if she was to fend for herself? Maybe you can be that help for her. She could help keep Pugsley in company. Young deer locks eyes with you across the field. her large eyes pleading. She does look like she needs help. It'll take some time, but I know rescuing her is worth the challenge. Rescue the fawn to adopt her, and then have a chance to name Sir Luke's estate in this exclusive scene. Look at it. Look at it. It's just so cute. Looks so sad. It looks like Bambi. I don't know what to name Mrs. Stain. She must be frightened. We have to help her. I was hoping you would say that. You and Sir Luke slowly approach the scared deer. You hold your hands out in peace. There, there, girl. It'll be all right. Shh. It looks like you've got quite the thorn in your side. But shh. Do not fear. We're here to help. We're your friends. We won't abandon you. Let us help. I'm sure you want to get out of there. As you approach the fawn, she seems to calm at your soothing words. She's trapped in there rather well. You notice the branches wound around the deer's leg. She struggles to break free, but the thorns dig deeper. How did you manage this, girl? You look around for something to help her, and your eyes land on Sir Luke's sword. I need to borrow this. Wait, what? Shouldn't it be Sir Luke that does it? Just never mind. Before Sir Luke has a chance to object, you take a sword and ready it to cut the branches. The fawn watches you raise the sword and begins panicking. Shh! I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to free you. Sir Luke steadies the deer. She begins to calm. You raise the sword once more, aiming for the plant's base. I need to miss, slice, fumble. And you've cut the deer's leg off! Oh god, it's horrific! No. Now it'll never get away. Meat, it's what's for dinner. You easily cut through the thorn branches and then untangle the fawn. There you go. Well, you're very welcome. The fawn happily prances around you and Sir Luke. She snuggles against your chest. Looks like she thinks you're her mother. Pugsley growls at the deer as she continues to lean against you. Pugsley, you don't need to be jealous. She's simply happy. The fawn nudges Pugsley with her nose and licks him. See, Pugsley, the deer isn't so bad. I still don't see another deer around. Where could your mother have gone? She appears to be long gone, but she needs to be taken care of. I still think she would enjoy Edgewater. And she still already seems to be getting along with Pugsley. I agree. I'll take her home and call her... Well, no. We're going with the classic, okay? Bambi. Oh, what do you think, Bambi? Do you like your name? I'll take that as a yes. You will absolutely adore your new life at Edgewater, Bambi. Just wait until you are served as the main course. I just have to keep doing it, okay? Shut up. Attend my wedding, see the Edgewater Gardens, becomes best friends with Pugsley. Pugsley turns his back to Bambi. She curls up beside him, resting her head on his back. I can already see the friendship beginning to blossom. Speaking of names, you never told me the name of your estate, sir. Oh, I completely forgot about that in all the commotion. The thing is, I don't know what to name it. Perhaps you have an idea. Are you certain you wish for me to name your estate? I don't just wish it, I insist. I'm not good at naming things, and I think you would do it justice. Well, in that case, how about... Harperland Manor. I'm assuming it means manor, but for whatever bloody reason the R is missing. Hold on, let's see. No, it literally just Mano. Hey, Pixelberry, imagine if you didn't limit the characters to pre-Twitter civilization. You know, a good 32 characters would be good. Because of this, we're all gonna meet up at Locum's Locos. Locum's Locos. Locum's Locos! It's fitting. May Locum's Locos be as prosperous as Edgewater Estate. I have no regrets right now. Now, as much as I don't wish to, I should return to Edgewater with Bambi. I have a few more things to take care of, but Bambi should see her new home. Farewell, so Luke. I shall see you later tonight. Good day, Countess Bella and Bambi. And good day to you as well, Pugsley. Go Bambi into the carriage and then journey back to Edgewater. Later that day at Edgewater Estate, you head through the hallway towards your bedroom, but come to a stop when you discover Countess Henrietta hovering at the threshold of Viscount Harry's room. I'm not so sure.
Do you not trust your mother?
But what if Miss Countess Bella? Viscount Harry immediately retreats into his room and slams the door. Countess Henrietta turns to you with a cold smile.
Always a delight to see you, my lady.
With the act, Countess Henrietta, what was that about?
Oh, I was simply having a conversation with my son. Surely even you can understand this bond between parent and child.
Countess Henrietta, I don't believe you for a moment. You betrayed me before, and you'll do it again.
Oh, betray you? I haven't the faintest idea what you could be referring to.
Countess Henrietta slides past you and then suddenly turns back.
Oh, I almost forgot. I am most looking forward to you and Mr. Sinclair's engagement party next week. I'm sure it will be most eventful.
Watch Countess Henrietta saunter off and think to yourself, what could she possibly mean by that? She's gonna try and ruin it, and Viscount Harry's gonna help? I don't know. Are you really that shocked? Following week on the morning of the engagement party, you, Miss Parsons, Miss Dally, are embroidering in the parlor. Miss Parsons cranes her head to get a better view of your sewing. Bella, you've come quite a long way since we met. She has her mother's talent, that's for sure. Do you like it? I'm trying to capture Edgewater's prestige in tapestry form. I wonder if... Just then, Briar bursts in the room. She doubles over breathless and tries to speak. Bella, come quick. Harry, engagement party, Miss Finley, disaster. Briar, take a deep breath. What's happened? Briar steadies herself against the sofa and takes a deep breath. It's a disaster, Bella. Viscount Harry sabotaged your engagement party. You must come quick if we're to fix it in time. Viscount Harry has sabotaged your thing. What will... Oh, look at that. Look, I even know how to read the thing at the end without even having to know it yet. Will you be able to salvage your sabotaged engagement party in time, or will Viscount Harry claim his victory? Just... I don't know what to say. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. You're all incredibly awesome. Please remember that if you truly did enjoy this content, please do hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Share with your friends, your family. You know, just share in a group if you happen to have one. Because I'm trying to grow this community. And, you know, I want to do that. So please, if you're subscribed already, it would mean... Or if you're not subscribed, it would mean a lot if you would hit that subscribe button. And then if you are subscribed, it would mean a lot if you would just, you know, go ahead and share it with people. Or let people know that I'm doing a good job. And that this is an awesome community to be a part of. It would be greatly appreciated. If you could just do that one thing for me. Again, you'd have my appreciation. I work a lot, I work hard, and I try my best on this content. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Good day.